Looking at the MT1A Pro that Nitecore have sent in for review. It seems I got the Chinese retail packaging on this, but I will share some more details a bit later on in the video. Still manages to reach 800 lumens and around about 250 meters in range. I'll show you some of the included items quickly. User manual and your warranty card. There's a Type A to Type C charging cable, that's for the battery. You do get a two-way stainless steel clip and a spare O-ring. Also have a Nitecore branded wrist strap, and it does have the adjuster. As you can see with the body, it's quite small at just over 9 centimeters in length. Got some knurling on the base or tail cap, so that makes it a bit easier to unscrew. Fairly simple and straightforward design. They did put some of that patterned knurling in the middle. I'll come on to that a bit later on. This is using a slightly different LED to the larger version. It's the UHI-25. I do like the fact you do get a clip with this because it can be useful for attaching it to something like a cap. Decent build quality and machining, as you would expect from Nitecore. It is greased up and you do have square cut threads. This is the 14500 battery with the built-in USB-C port. Capacities have been increasing on the lithium cells recently, so they've gone up to 1100. Charging time is just a bit under 3 hours, and of course one of the main advantages here is that we can use normal AA batteries as well. And of course you can use the rechargeable ones. It just makes things a bit easier in terms of powering the torch. They seem to have refined the knurling on the body section a little bit. I remember on the larger version I found it a bit too aggressive, and it looks like they've flattened off the top, so I find it a bit more comfortable to hold than the MT2A Pro. That is a very small point, but I did notice it. UI is about as simple as you can get really. It's just a full press on and off. There is no momentary mode, and when it's on half pressed you cycle the levels and you do have a memory. I'm not too fussed about the lack of strobe mode. Perhaps some people would have liked to have seen that. It's really not something that I use that often, but I suppose it's a valid point. These are the official output and runtime figures. And we'll just show you some of the beam shots quickly. As you can see, when we go over to the Nitecore, it's a bit warmer in the middle, the tint. And you do have quite a focused beam with this. It ranges up to 250 meters at the top power level. I'll just give you a couple of quick beam shots and a quick summary at the end. Overall, quite like this one from Nitecore. I think I prefer it to the MT2A Pro. It's more pocket friendly, and I'm more than happy with the output off of this. I do like AA powered models. I think they're very useful to have, particularly with the battery compatibility. One possible downside, I would have liked to have seen a moonlight mode. That would have been useful to have had. Otherwise though, I think this is a pretty solid EDC offering from Nitecore, and I think most people will quite like it. But if you've got any thoughts you want to share on this or any ideas, do drop a comment down below. Always happy to read those.